Hello. Happy New Year. Welcome to the first edition of Awesome Arms. So we're supposed to have some people joining via Zoom today. I know, it's so exciting. So I'm working on that, letting them have a minute to come in. So have your plethora of dumbbells ready. Okay, that was from the previous class. So I have a variety of equipment. You decide what weight you want to use, that fun stuff. All right. And again, feel free to adjust your weight if that's what you need to do. I know. Etiquette. My head should be in the screenshot, right? There we go. All right, so let us get started. So grab your dumbbells, whatever weight you want to do. You're going to be up against a wall. Shoulder blades are back and in, and I want you to squat down so the legs get something out of this. And try to get your head back as far as you're comfortable. Doesn't have to be all the way on because that might be uncomfortable depending on what your posture's like. All right, so thumbs are going to be up toward the ceiling. We're going to do hammer curls. So you can do single arms. You can do double arms. Okay, right at the moment, you let those elbows come forward a little bit as you do the exercises. So bring it forward, bring it down. Bring it forward, bring it down. So again, slow on the way down. So we're going to mix in, do a superset here. So think about those elbows. Again, as you're coming down, they go to straight without being locked. Knees should also be slightly bent. Again, never lock a joint out. All right, so pause. And then that right arm is going to come up about shoulder height. Slowly release down, left arm. So part of the reason of being up against the wall is it takes momentum out. And you really have to focus on, this is what you need. Lift and down. So up, pause, and then slowly release down. Up and pause, slowly release down. Up and pause, up and pause. So getting into the front shoulder, a little bit into the pec major, upper pec. We got two more. We started with the right. We'll finish with the left. And then go ahead and step yourself off. Now your thumbs are going to rotate out. I know I'm going to switch over to a lighter ball for straight rotator, shoulders. So up about 30 degrees from your hips and then bring it back down. Up and down. So again, I want you to focus on feeling the shoulder blades move. Feel the shoulder blades move. Feel the shoulder blades move. All right, then go up, pause. Neck is relaxed. That's the key on this one. Slow on the way down. Up, pause, and then slow on the way down. Up, pause, slow on the way down. So as you're in that pause, I want you to feel those shoulder blades kind of setting back and in. Up, pause, keep going, shoulder blades down. Up, pause, shoulder blades down. So we've got this nice smooth motion going on, working through the shoulders, working our way around to the back. You know me, I love the back. We got two more. One, two, and release. All right, so we're gonna go back to the wall and drop my toning balls again. So again, get into a little bit of rotator cuff and stability of the upper back. So elbows are gonna go up around 90 degrees. You're gonna start with the arms somewhere around 90. I'm gonna move a little bit so that I don't hit the floor. Rotate up as high as you're comfortable and down. So the key here is that the ribs are staying down. If I really went all the way up, my abs would pop, and I don't want that. Again, if that's too much with the toning balls, you drop the toning balls, drop the weights, and you're just rotating up and down. What if you just did one arm? How does that feel? Is that a lot more comfortable? That's okay. Again, you can do that. This is all about what works for you. Today, this works a lot better for me. Having been in quarantine, This is actually a lot more comfortable since I've been on the computer, maybe a little too much. And again, this is my challenge side, so it's not gonna go back as far as the other one, and that's okay. 2 more, 1, 2, and shake it out. All right, so you start to feel your upper back is already engaging. So now I want you to take that mid-weight ball. I'm gonna take this one since I have to talk and do this. You can either bring yourself over or you can support yourself on a chair, whatever you have around. The arm hangs down and you're gonna bend the elbow, pull it up to shoulder height and bring it back down. If you're looking at me from the front, it would be to this position right here. So I'd rather you have your head look to the side, pull and release. Again, slow on the way down. So now that I figured out, I might not talk as much, I'm gonna bump it back up. And again, shoulder blade is doing the work, spine is long. Take a few breaths. We got 1 more, and then release, switch over to the other side. Okay, from here, same thing. Bend the elbow wide, release. Bend the elbow wide, release. Think about how your spine feels. I want that hand down on something. It can be, again, rehab reformer if you've got one, a chair, a couch. It could be on your thigh, you're slightly offset. And again, try to avoid swinging that toning ball. We want to get into that back, upper back in particular. We got 2 more. And then release. All right, something slightly heavier maybe. Going into triceps, so we're going back to that first side, hands still down, and then you're going to kick it back, hold, and then slowly release. So shoulder stays fixed, elbow stays still in space. You're straightening the elbow, you're bending the elbow. Again, your hands supported, so you don't have to worry about your back. Press, and then release. Press. So if you find you're doing like I was doing, you're getting some bicep in there. Not necessarily wrong, but if you really want to focus on that tricep, just back to 90. Some habits just take forever, right, to break? We got 2 more. And then we got the other side. So kick back, kick back, kick back. Again, notice the shoulder. Breastbone pushing forward, long spine, abs are in, knees are bent. Notice your elbow staying still in space. We got a couple more. And release. Check in, shake it out. All right, now we got some push-ups. So you can do push-ups however you choose. You can do them on the ground. I'm going to do them on the rehab reformer. And again, you can start from all fours. You're bending those elbows about a 90 or 45-degree angle between the hips and the shoulders. You can walk the knees back. Give yourself an option on push-ups. Again, this isn't necessarily easier, depending on how you do it. I'm more focused, again, on your spine staying straight. I'm okay with those hips lifting because that protects the low back, okay? Again, if you want to go up on your toes, you're welcome to. I'm not going to today. So watch your head. Head stays a natural extension of the spine. We got 2 more. Last one. And then release. And then grab your heaviest dumbbells or whatever weight you have. You're going to sit down into a little squat, arms forward. Now you're going to low row, pull in, and then slow on the release. Pull in and release. Torso stays still. Again, if you need that stability, put your butt up against the wall, lean forward from it. Couple more, 2 more, 1 and 2, and release. All right, we have hit everything in the upper body. So we are going to call that it for today. Thank you for being here, and I will see you guys on Thursday.